The resume looked impressive. It ticked every checkbox. Well-known companies, impressive titles, a steady upward trajectory. The kind of profile that inspires confidence. The interview began well. We talked about roles, responsibilities, and outcomes. The answers sounded right. Familiar phrases appeared on cue. Nothing seemed visibly out of place, and yet something didn't feel right. I switched gears, moving the discussion from what to why. The room grew quieter. Questions that required reasoning were met with generalities and processes. Details stayed abstract. The language remained polished, the thinking didn't. That's when it became clear. The resume was doing more work than the person. Resumes are designed to show competence. They compress years of work into readable markers. Roles, brands, tools, and achievements. But they tell us where someone has been, not how they think. That's what interviews are for. Understanding how a person thinks. To look beyond the resume, the interview has to shift from validation to exploration. You need to slow down and listen past rehearsed language. Here are 5 ways to look beyond the resume in an interview. Don't look at outcomes. Look at decisions. Most candidates can describe what they did. We delivered the project successfully. The results exceeded expectations. It was a high-impact initiative. These statements describe endpoints, not thinking. Ask them to explain how they decided. What were the options you considered? What made this approach better than others? Listen for trade-offs, constraints, and reasoning, not just outcomes. You are not testing memory, you are testing judgment. Ask for specifics. People hide behind abstracts. They use phrases that sound competent yet say little. We followed best practices. We aligned cross-functionally. It was handled as per process. Generic language often hides shallow thinking. Pick one phrase and ask for details. What did alignment look like in practice? Can you walk me through one concrete instance? Candidates who understand their work can describe situations and decisions in detail with precision. Those who don't, circle back to familiar phrases. Pay attention to how they handle the unknown. Eventually, every conversation reaches the edge of what someone knows. Take them to that place and notice what happens. People often hide behind, "That was handled by another team. It wasn't really in my scope. It was a management decision." Reframe the question and let silence do the rest. Even if it wasn't your call, how would you think about it? What would you have done differently if you had more control? Listen to whether they can reason their way out of unknown situations without getting defensive. The ability to admit, "I don't know," but still explain how they would go about finding their way is a strong signal of capability. Confidence is easy. Intellectual honesty is harder. Listen for questions, not just answers. Give them vague or incomplete problems. Strong candidates don't just respond, they inquire. Pay attention to the questions they ask about the problem, the context, and the constraints. Thoughtful questions indicate active thinking and genuine engagement. Watch out for long explanations without inquiry or quick answers to everything. This often indicates rehearsed confidence. Look for curiosity, not finesse. Curiosity reveals depth faster than polished monologues. Separate familiarity from depth. Someone may have worked with a tool, framework, or domain for years and still struggle to explain why it works or when it doesn't. Draw them out by asking them to simplify, compare, or critique what they know. Ask them, when does this approach fail? What's the situation where you wouldn't use it? Experience creates familiarity. Thinking creates understanding. Fluency alone is not expertise. A strong resume fills the room before the person does. That's when you must be careful. When conducting the interview, notice where the authority comes from. Does it come from the resume or the person? With the right candidate, the resume fades into background and the conversation stands on its own. Impressive resumes may open the door, but it's the thinking that tells you whether someone belongs in the room.